A little Nigerian girl called Nneka faced the darkest day of her life, the day she lost both parents. She was too young to understand the weight of it, but she felt the emptiness. She will never forget that day. They were living on the topmost floor of a three-story building. One night, a fire alarm sounded. Everyone was thrown into panic, and we are running helter-skelter. She woke up in a hospital bed 1 week later, only to be told that her parents and many other occupants of the building did not make it out of the inferno. The last thing she remembered was the strong hands of her dad waking her up from a deep sleep and literally hauling her out of the building into safety. Nneka's uncle, known as Uncle T, took her in. Uncle T was a man of means. He promised to send her back to school and give her a home. But in that home was his wife, Auntie Mo. In Uncle T's house, Nneka became a silent worker. From floor mopping at dawn to cooking dinner late at night, she carried the weight of the entire household. There were two other grown-up girls in the house, but none lifted a finger. These were the children of Uncle T. But there was this thing about Nneka. No matter the workload, she never complained. The stress didn't break her. In fact, she grew stronger. In school, she outshined everyone, including Uncle T's children. And this made Auntie Mo's jealousy burn hotter. Due to her excellent performance in school, she was made the senior prefect of the school in her final year. She eventually won many laurels later in the year. This situation got Auntie Mo more difficult with her, and she had to squeeze Nneka the more, all in an attempt to ensure she stops her from doing well at school. At night, when the chores were done and the house quiet, Nneka would sit by her bed holding old photographs of her parents. She whispered to them, telling them about her day and what she's been going through. She does not want to disappoint the parents, so she had always worked very hard in whatever she puts her hands on. No wonder she had always performed excellently. Years later, Nneka took her final school certificate exams. When the results came out, she passed every subject with flying colors. She dreamed of going to university thereafter, but that dream was not hers to decide. Even though she could not further her studies, she did not allow the situation to weigh her down. One hot afternoon, a knock came at the door. When the door was opened, a man in suit was standing there. He was a lawyer. In his hands were documents that would change everything. It came to light that the multi-million-dollar company Uncle T managed belonged to Nneka's late parents. All the accounts, all the properties were legally hers. Such stories do not hide for long. For some of the inquisitive minds, it was a relief that the source of his sudden wealth has now been revealed. Some said I no tell you, not be him get the money now. I know say not be him get the money. Other settings like wetin concern you inside the matter. Whatever opinion anyone held before now, the speculations were soon brought to an end in an environment where the people gossip a great deal. Uncle T already knew the truth and accepted it. But what about Auntie Mo? Her face hardened like stone. That very night, she began plotting, whispering in the dark, making phone calls, planning to eliminate Nneka before the inheritance could be secured. Her plan failed. The gang leader that she paid to eliminate Nneka was arrested while on another operation. He quickly confessed about Auntie Mo's plan to eliminate Nneka in the process of police interrogation. When the trustees heard of it, they swiftly came and evacuated Nneka and her few belongings. They felt her life was no longer safe in the country, so they arranged for her to go study abroad. Within weeks, Nneka was on a plane for the first time in her life. Her new home, one of the best schools abroad. It was like stepping into another world, but she was ready to learn, ready to grow, and ready to prove herself. Back home, Auntie Mo was arrested, charged in court, and sentenced to a long prison term. The same neighbors who were praising her because of the way she was lavishing money were the same ones that were beginning to play the blame game. Some said, "Na God catch am." Others said, "Na very greedy woman." Years later, Nneka returned home, not as an orphan who once scrubbed floors, but as the CEO of her parents' company, strong, confident, and successful. She had survived loss, jealousy, and betrayal, and turned it all to victory. For her and many of her admirers, her parents will be very happy wherever they were then, seeing that their daughter had not disappointed. Some storms come to destroy you, but if you stand strong, they will only clear your paths. Do you have a comment to make? Please drop them in the comment section below. Thank you for listening. Bye.